Today we're going to answer an important question. Exercise, is it a necessity or is it not? So a lot of people like to argue, oh, exercise is really good for you. Other people like to argue it's really bad for you. Today I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons of exercise, as well as describe how it impacts your life today. With the pros, you can break it down into two categories: physical and mental. Physically, obviously, exercises help you look better. So if you're a guy, you want to look big and buff. If you're a girl, you want to be skinny with curves. So doing exercise really helps you reach that goal. Along with this, it also helps you fight diseases such as diabetes, obesity, arthritis, Alzheimer's. It also helps you do a lot of things that will protect you in the long run, such as your mobility and stability and balance, which you can lose over time as you get older. On the mental side of it, you also gain a lot of benefits from it as well. The main thing is going to be endorphins that are produced, or hormones that your body produces. It's going to help you feel happy. So serotonin, also called the happy hormone, is produced when you exercise. This hormone makes you feel happy, and it gives you what some people call a runner's high. It makes you feel like you're on cloud nine. This, along with your physical results, really just helps you feel, oh, I'm on top of the world, I'm doing great right now. And this actually makes you crave exercising more and more. Now, with the pros, there's always cons. So going to cons, break up the two categories again: the physical and the mental. Physical is going to be improper lifting or improper form or technique. So when you do exercise, you tear your muscle and it rebuilds back. When you rebuild it, it comes back stronger, it comes back bigger. And whenever you lift weights, you let it tear and you let it recuperate and grow back that night. Whenever you do it improper, what happens is you risk a serious injury to that joint, whether it be like your elbow, your knee, or your back. So whenever you do the exercise, you gotta make sure you're lifting a weight that you're capable of doing, and B, you're doing it in correct form. By doing it incorrectly, you could tear a tendon, you can tear a ligament, and you could also, in certain cases, kill yourself or make yourself paralyzed in certain areas. Going on to the next topic is going to be overworking yourself or overtraining. This is when you exercise, let's just say twice a day or 3 times a day for 6 or 7 days out of the week, and you only sleep maybe 3 hours a day. So your body's like a machine, like a car, just like anything else, it breaks down over time. So whenever you do exercise, you gotta treat your body like you would your car. You gotta put gas in it, gotta rotate the tires, put air in the tires, give it some fluids, and take care of it, vacuum it out. If you don't, then it's gonna become sluggish, it's gonna break down, it won't start on a cold day. The exact same thing goes for your body. So you gotta make sure that you're doing that tune-ups for your car. That means you're getting your rest when you need to get your rest. If you're tired, you need to sleep. You need to make sure you eat good foods along with that to help your body recuperate and regenerate faster. So if you're really tired and fatigued, you shouldn't be working out 2-3 times a day. If you already have activities planned, don't keep going to the exercise. Don't add more activities. Don't add more extracurricular activities. Don't add school. Don't add church. You got to make sure that you have enough time in the day for your body to relax. All right, going on to the mental side. One thing many people don't know about is exercising can become addictive, especially when you're first starting. If you're going through a dramatic change, such as a deep weight loss, many people really become addictive to that, and they just want to keep going to the gym, and they'll put that high on their priority list. When they put it high on the priority list, that's going to mean, oh, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do this, I just want to go to the gym. And it becomes addicting to a point where they don't want to be at home with their family. They don't want to be, studying for their school. They don't want to be, staying late to finish a project they have at work. They just want to go to the gym. The second thing is going to be called the halo effect. This is when you let a certain characteristic or trait impair your judgment and make you biased. So a common one with exercising is, I exercise every day, I'm in good health, so I can eat this pie if I want to eat this pie. Or I'm healthy, I don't need to go to the doctor because I already know I'm healthy and I exercise, I'm fine. However, studies show that the people who have the high cholesterol, high blood pressure, tend to be people who exercise and are in good shape. So with these, as you can tell, these can both impact your life, good and bad. So I guess starting off first, how can it impact first your future health? So exercise is important today as well as it is 20 years from now. Exercising today can help your mobility and your strength and your physical appearance more rapidly now. In the future, it'll help you against chronic diseases, help you against obesity, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's. It really helps your body combat those for when you get older. You're less likely to get a type of disease. Secondly, on your mentality side, by planning, you really get a good time management, because in order to fit in working out into your schedule, you have to plan, you have to schedule, you have to prioritize. You really have to shift your schedule and make time. It also helps your mind mentally. It keeps you alert, keeps you calm, helps alleviate stress, helps your cognitive responses. And lastly, at your job. So if you look at your handouts on the second bar graph there, you can see how people who exercise tend to go further in school. So people who don't even finish school tend to have 10% of them exercising, whereas people with a bachelor's degree, 20% of those people exercise regularly. So almost double the percentage. So going on with this, companies nowadays even urge their employees to work out even if it's on company time. Some companies are starting to realize, oh, my employees are more productive when they work out, when they exercise. So they have treadmills and different exercise equipment at the gym. So in summary, I just want you to know that there are pros to exercising and there are cons to exercising. However, one thing to take away is you actively choose to exercise and you actively choose not to exercise. So by making that decision, it's going to affect whether exercise is good or bad. So is it good, is it bad? The choice ultimately comes down to you. In moderation, exercise can be good, but if none at all or going too over can also lead to negative effects on your body.